Okay, person announced, go ahead. All right.
This is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing it in 2 chunks. We'll take a break in the middle. First thing we're going to do is a team building exercise, which we'll have one in person here for all you in Spark 212, and then Andrew's going to help lead online virtual team building exercise, so you guys aren't left out. So you'll have a different exercise to do. We'll talk about COGS ladder. This is one of the team building models that we'll use to differentiate between these different team building phases. Talk about the leader fellowship actions. Talk about what makes a good team. And at the end, we'll also run through a case study so you guys can kind of maybe identify some of these phases of a team. What are the actions that the leader's doing? What are the actions that the followers are doing? And how they're moving between these teams. Okay, so Andrew, are you pretty comfortable to move on?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm really excited that we're going to be talking a little bit about COGS today. I think it's a great way to talk about teams and imperfect teams, because teams are made up of humans and individuals. And as much as we love to see these beautiful leadership models where people progress through these storming, norming, forming stages of teamwork, that is very often not the case, of course, right? So COGS is a really great way to look at how teams in real life actually develop, break down, redevelop, and reform. So I think this is a great opportunity, and I'm really excited that we're going to be talking about that.
Okay, so we're going to break off. We're going to do an in-person exercise, and they're going to do a virtual exercise. And then at the end, we're going to come back, kind of talk about what we observed. So do I need to mute here then?
So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to probably hop outside. And Bernie, could you give me a hand? Because I'm trying to figure out who's my students.
Who's what?
Who are the students and who are just instructors and other folks? So.
Sure, I'll help you.
I'm going to mute that there.
So most are students.
We're working through
Yeah.
this.
This one.
Flexibility,
Venture,
power,
Riggs,
so I've heard.
Lieutenant Colonel Ratterman, of course, is from Montana State. James Manchuri is a student. Isaac Burdick, not me, not Espa, the professor. This is a room.
It's just 3. This is really 3. Okay, perfect.
1, 2, 3, 4.
3, 4. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll hop outside and work
Okay.
with them.
Okay. Let's break into 2 teams. So I want this table and then those back tables. You guys are going to be one team. You'll be working together. And then we'll do these 4 tables over here. Are you? Oh, no. These 3 tables. This is paper here.
Hey, Major Hyde, if you could go ahead and mute your audio, because I'm going to be talking with this group on here.
Okay.
All right, so I'm seeing I've got Riggs, Ferguson, Spencer, Scammon. Did I say that right?
Yes, sir. Spencer Scanlon. Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. And then let's see here. I also got Isaac Burdick. So those are the folks I am tracking. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'll open up and share my screen to kind of go over the overall goals of the exercise. So give me just a sec here. I'll go ahead and share my screen.
Here's our exercise we're going to be doing. So
Second.
in this envelope,
Come on, Zoom.
you've got these small pieces of paper, and each piece of paper is going to be transcribed
Just a
onto a
sec, guys. I'm
larger
going to see if
piece.
we can share
So
sneak their mic in there.
you guys can work together, divvy up the tasks. So these lines on this piece of paper is going to equal one of these bigger pieces of paper. So basically going to, does everybody have some pens? Does everybody have some pens? I have some pens if you don't have a pen. So you're going to work together to transcribe these lines on each little piece of paper. You're basically enlarging puzzle pieces. Once all these pieces have been,
It's not muting. You remember.
sorry,
You're good.
got mute and everything.
Sorry, folks. The joys of trying to do this on a in-person and virtual platform, right? Okay, let me see if I can get this to work now. All right, share screen. All right. Okay, everyone should be able to see my screen now. Can everybody see it?
Yeah, we see it.
Perfect. So pretty basic exercise we're going to be doing today. Scenario. There are 6 new inbound officers assigned to your unit. However, the military personnel section has mixed up records and no one knows which names go with which rank. So the objective, based on the information provided to each teammate, determine which person goes with what rank.
So some rules
So,
with this.
Instructor notes, evenly, randomly distribute the following 9 to 10 clues. So I'm going to go ahead and
You cannot
distribute
put the
these
small
clues
pieces
to you all.
together to form a puzzle. So the first
No,
thing you're gonna
I'm
do
not.
is transfer the lines onto
No,
the big piece
yeah,
of
that's
paper.
no, they're still not
There's
muted in there.
25 pieces total.
Okay.
You're gonna have to work
It's not
together
working.
to do that.
Okay.
And then once those
All
are
right.
transferred, you're gonna put together.
Just do your best to kind of focus on me, guys. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to send all of you in chat individual messages that have most of this information. So just a sec here. Let me go ahead and start sending you these. I'm going to stop sharing for just a sec. Right.
So you're not allowed to assemble the puzzle with small pieces. You gotta transfer them first. Good thing.
All right. Here. That's probably true. Let me go ahead. Yeah, it's been a while. Let me go ahead and see if I can do a breakout.
Participants, that's it.
Yep. Yep.
Should be a breakout room option.
Let me see if I can.
You should actually say breakout rooms.
Somewhere in here, right? Okay.
Did you find it?
No.
Okay,
Let me see here. I don't think it's there. If you want.
probably somewhere else. Let's see. Participants. Okay, doesn't give you the option.
Forward. I think if I right click on a person or persons.
It might have to be from the invite. No, I think it's going to have to be from the lead.
Okay.
I'll check it.
Okay. Team, we're going to go ahead and work to see if we can build a breakout room so we don't have these issues with the overlap. So just a sec, stand by. We are working on that.
Well, I mean, like this represents.
No, but these aren't various.
Oh, yeah. There's probably one image that was. You could assemble a small piece of
Well, yeah, we don't.
None of this makes sense. I'm just trying to look
Okay. You know what? We're going to muddle through this, folks, until we can do that. I think the other groups are being pretty quiet, so we're going to go ahead and just move forward with it. So give me a sec here. I'm going to go ahead and I'll do individual messaging for all of you. So.
Having this enlarge the small.
Okay.
It's not gonna line up.
Maybe.
So everyone, I feel like,
Just do your
if we
best.
don't
I
take,
mean,
if we don't take the small pieces away, we line up the small pieces. and
Yeah, it
then,
didn't
like,
say that
we
it was
do
perfect.
the quarter.
All right.
Yeah.
So Spencer, you should have gotten the first set of clues in direct messenger. Did you get them?
You have pictures in mind already. You guys are gonna.
Yes, I see him in my chat.
Okay. And then I'll go ahead and I'll pull up the actual rank structure again. I don't think you're going to need it, but there are 2 key clues. Obviously, no 2 people are, yeah, well, you've got those 2 pieces of clues. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead. I'll send it to the next one. Just a sec. All right. Come on. Yeah, the only issue is we can't do breakout rooms right now. So we're trying to figure that out. So Isaac, I think I'm going to send you the clues. Just a sec.
I'm dividing this into like a band or can we, like,
Good point, 'cause our OC
We're working through it.
yeah, that's my.
I can still hear you guys. We don't know how to make it muted. It's not muting. Okay. Isaac, I just sent you 3 clues.
Received. Thank you.
Okay, and then here,
What the
that's
heck?
Isaac James. All right, man. Let me see here. All right.
It's just like,
Okay.
yeah, mine's way up.
Hey, James. All right, coming your way. Okay. And then I'm going to send some other common pieces of information, just some that all of you should have, which is one, the actual little Excel chart for breaking up the people. So I'm going to do that now. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Oh, actually, yeah, it kind of worked. Now we'll go ahead and work with it. No, it didn't. Let me go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and post it to the screen. It's probably the best way to do it is just to share it. Give me a sec.
Andrew, do you need to send me some clues too, or is that
Who am I missing? Sorry.
right here? No, you're good. You're good.
Who did I miss? Sorry, who's talking now?
Right here. Riggs Ferguson.
Riggs. Okay, Riggs. Give me a sec here. I'm going to send you some clues.
Sounds good.
Sorry, I thought there was 3 of you, so yours are going to be kind of repeats. So that's okay. I will give you a mix of clues from your peers. It's not really super important that you guys all have separate clues. It's more important that you're able to collaborate and work together on them.
This is really happening.
All right, Riggs, did you get those?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Perfect. So you all have these separate disparate clues on who's who as far as these officers. And so now becomes the fun part of trying to figure out, who is who of all the officers that you have based off these clues. So pretty simple, straightforward exercise. Some of you are probably used to seeing stuff like this, from other exercises similar to it. Let me go ahead. I'm going to share screen so you guys can all see that Excel. And I'll see if there's a way that I can actually send you the Excel, but odds are, you can probably copy it down in paper faster. So go ahead and I'll just do that. Okay. So you're going to collaborate between yourselves and try to figure out, who's who of all of these officers based off those disparities.
Yeah, we have a stack of Can we start?
Yeah, go ahead.
So one of the clues I have is that Hannah is brand new commissioned officer, so she would be helpful.
Okay. And I can, while you're doing this, I can go ahead and facilitate just putting X's where you want them. So who'd you want to put where?
Hannah's 01.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right, just a sec.
Not on the page. It's like the.
It's gonna sound ridiculous, but I actually like Teams more than Zoom for this type of stuff. So
We can overlap.
back to it. Okay, there we are. Hands on one. Okay.
Are you finished with this?
No, we have this freaking massive one that's all squares.
Spencer or Isaac, anybody got any more ideas or want to add more clues and talk about what you got?
One of my clues is that Carmela is either a captain or a major. So,
Okay. Is there something you want me to do then?
if we're using X's to signify that what they are, then maybe we could use like a dash to signify what they aren't.
Okay.
So,
All right. I'll do
we'll in
a
a
dash.
dash like
Perfect.
on
Okay.
01, 02, and so on.
Okay. You want dashes on 01, 02, and which ones?
And 05 and 06.
Okay.
Do you guys get invited to a new room?
Did you get the room built?
You're gonna break out room?
No, I'm not. I haven't yet.
You should be, you
Okay.
actually put
Oh,
you in a breakout room. So
cool.
You only have,
Spencer so far. I need to invite the others. Can we invite who else do we got here? So I still need the other two, three. So I need
oh, you don't have them. I thought I put you all in the same room. Okay.
I've only got right now, I've only got Spencer, or I only saw Spencer for a sec there.
Okay.
Um,
Let me read it.
Yeah. Okay, I see you. I see Major Hyde, and I see Gabriel. So I
Okay,
am
it says room
in.
one. It's got you.
Okay.
It doesn't have a green light on. Okay.
Hold on. We're trying to do the breakout room.
I'm joining the room.
We need to invite. So we need to do the invites to those other four. Four.
So I see
Yep.
Lance, I see Riggs, I see Isaac.
Okay, so you're all there, but I'm not. Interaction.
Sorry about this.
No, you're good. I just need to figure out how to get myself in.
No, I need to do it.
Okay.
You can't do it because you're not a host.
Okay.
Would you rather, I guess, give enough time that we can talk about observations separately, or do you want to? We can have everybody come back together.
Are they already done?
No.
Okay.
They've got.
I think getting everyone back together, because even though they're two different exercises, right, we should be able to talk about the similarities. About yeah, we'll get everybody back. Okay. Perfect. I'll let you mute. All right. So I should have everybody. No, I don't.
I see you.
You see me? Spencer, any of you guys can hear me?
I need to leave this breakout room. I'm going to reset it up.
Okay, I've got Spencer. I've got everybody. Okay, perfect. Yeah, if you go ahead and mute, you're good to go. Okay, we're back. Thanks for hanging in with us, guys. Let's keep moving forward with this. So we've got Carmela in the dashes. Next clue that you guys want to discuss.
We're discussing some in the breakout room.
Okay.
I believe somebody mentioned that Trey was 2 ranks below Carmela, and which means that Carmela can't be the other 3. So Carmela would be 04 and Trey would be the 02.
Okay.
I think the keyboard.
Okay. So I'll delete these dashes for you. You all can still see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. Great.
And then we also found out that Corbin was 03. I can't remember what clue gave us at the.
That's because I have a clue that says Corbin is not the lowest ranking nor the highest ranking, and since I forgot we have 06, that doesn't quite rule out. That doesn't. Never mind. That doesn't. We haven't confirmed he's 03 yet. Never mind.
I also have a clue that says no 2 people have the same rank, so it's only 01 through 06.
Okay.
Nice.
I have a clue that says Anna is lower ranking than Ben or Anya. Wait, so what was the clue with Corbin?
Corbin, the 2 ranks I have involving Corbin is not the lowest ranking nor the highest ranking, and then also Corbin is a field grade officer. So I guess that probably does confirm.
So you would have to be 05. right?
I believe so.
Because
If,
field grades 04, 05, and 06. And then if Anya is lower ranking than Ben, then she's probably 03 and Ben is 06.
That
yeah, I was
would
gonna say
make
if Anya's
sense.
lower than Ben and Corbin can't be the highest ranking, then Ben's definitely 06. So yeah, I agree.
Yep, sweet.
Okay, what do you guys want me to put where?
An X for Anya at 03, an X for Corbin at 05, and an X for Ben at 06.
Okay, pretty straightforward. Is that our final answer?
Mm,
Okay, let me pull up the answer grid to make sure I got this right here. Just a sec. But yeah, I mean, one of the challenges I didn't really get to observe you guys, and this is a fairly short exercise to be talking about leadership at all. So just it's kind of difficult to really, inculcate a lot of these skills over this little tiny mini exercise compared to what you guys do. Because are you all Air Force cadets? Okay, awesome. You guys are all Air Force cadets. So you guys understand that, yeah, obviously longer the exercise, the more you're able to suss things out. And we're going to talk a little bit about that today when we're talking about kind of the long-term nature of developing and norming, forming a team. But yeah, let me go ahead and, because you guys are like, great. Can you just give me the answer now? So I'm going to go grab this and I'll pull up the answer sheet. Continue going. All right. That is not the right one. Just a sec. So first exercise. All right. That's not okay. Yeah, you guys got it. Good job. So pretty straightforward. But obviously you all had different disparate pieces of information. So, and I think we're all going to get back together. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No, they're good. Yeah, they got it. Yeah, they got it. So
Maybe 5 more minutes.
okay, perfect. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit here, guys, and then the in-person group's wrapping up, and then we're gonna bring everybody back together and kind of talk about what everyone kind of sussed out from a little bit of this work. Yeah, it's difficult because this is a small group. There's only 3 of you. All of you communicated, which was great to see. That is not always the case, especially with a brand new group. Very often you'll see one person just try to, take the lead. Out of curiosity, what are your class levels for Air Force? Just if you guys call it me now.
Me, Scammon, and Burdick all graduated and commissioned.
Okay. So I'm speaking to 3 first lieutenants or second lieutenants, right?
And then I'm finished my 4th year, but going into my 5th.
Okay. So you're all either, commissioned or super senior. So you've been through that entire process with your team. It's interesting that you mentioned that, because again, you guys all communicated a little bit, right? So obviously you're comfortable with each other. Are you all from the same school? No.
I believe I'm the only one that goes to Wazoo.
Okay.
The rest of us go to Montana State.
Okay, great. So it's interesting because obviously with the military, we have a built-in rank structure. So as as graduates or 4th, 5th year cadets, you are all probably pretty comfortable with asserting yourself and taking charge in a situation. So it's natural that all of you felt comfortable with communicating with each other at that level. If there had been individuals in this group who were 1st year cadets, how do you think they would have responded?
I'd say it's more common for first year cadets to take the back seat if given the opportunity. So they see a lot of us talking to each other, then maybe they're not going to chime in.
Of course, yeah. It's very common for students to kind of take that back burner and want to suss things out and want to observe, especially when thrown in with a bunch of older, more experienced cadets. Here's a question: how would you help draw them into the team and make them more effective members of the team and maybe a little bit more assertive?
I think in order to draw them into the team, I think the best thing to do is to ask them a question first, to kind of break that first step of communication, and then maybe make them no longer nervous. And then once you get rid of that nervousness, then they're part of the team.
Of course. Yeah. And in this case, because remember, there's no designated leader amongst this group. You're all peers and equals for this exercise. Not always the case, obviously, within institutions. Most of the time, you're going to have a hierarchy and a structure, so somebody naturally takes charge and leads that team. This type of more, horizontal, leadership structure, it requires a lot more sussing out, am I stepping on people's toes? Am I talking too much? Am I talking too little? A lot of that, when you're in a short exercise like this, you're just trying to figure out using, your best judgment and over the course of a matter of minutes, as opposed to when you've got weeks, months, years, in some cases, decades. You're really trying to work to, you're already establishing a lot of those relationships and you understand each other's personalities. Do you guys really get a chance to see personalities in this exercise at all between each other?
I would say not really.
Not really, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's yeah, and I think we're going to talk a little bit about this when it comes to current work environments, especially within cyber. So what we're doing right now, operating in a virtual environment, is one of the big challenges of teamwork in our current modern day. A lot of those verbal cues or just body language pieces are lost over a digital format. So your ability to see if somebody feels, gosh, I'm not being listened to well enough, or I'm, not really engaged and interested, that's a little bit lost in this type of environment. So, again, it's a little bit harder to go through that process and those stages of building a team when you're totally virtual. My wife is about to start a completely virtual role with her new job, and she has been nothing but in person with previous jobs. So a lot of what she's trying to work on and figure out and suss out is who's kind of who and who has what level of experience and who has what level of competency and how to interact and those things. But it's really what we're discovering is it's much more spread out over time. So awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead. I think we are hopping back into the other room so we can get everybody into the exercise. I think they're going to talk about their solution and theirs. We already talked that you very quickly solved yours. And we'll go back and then go into a little bit more detail and start talking about, how teams kind of form over time. All right. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for. Yep.
I'm going to try to close this room.
Okay.
All I'm having is a message that says open all rooms rather than close rooms.
Awesome.
I don't know why.
Okay. He's making me join another room. So
Come back together.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Okay.
close this.
Hey, probably the best thing to do, everyone, is just go ahead and leave this room and go ahead and just log back into the other room, just to make it easy.
Yeah,
Thanks. Thank you all.
Okay. I think if they just leave the breakout room,
Yep.
they can do that.
Yeah, should be able to do it.
And
Yeah, but I'll see you all in the regular room. Thank you all.